So it's Monday morning. This is going to be one of the short pieces, and this one could be either, though I think at one end it gets narrower, even though I did cut on her a bit. So I'm going to try and make sure that if this is an end piece, well, it has to be a short piece. It's going to put, well, I guess I can cut it to whatever length I want. Anywho, so we're going to plane out the saw marks. I tried really hard not to do that, but I mean, any stop for any period of time, it's really hard to push this whole thing through. So we'll go ahead and plane that down, then we'll route. I did get confirmation from Joe that I can route both sides, so I'm going to route both sides. Yeah, then it's going to be really hot today. I think it's going to reach in the 90s, so my plan is to work in the morning, and then I think I'm gonna go get EPA checked on 3 cars, so I'll probably do that. So yesterday, I did clean on the coils. That side looks pretty clean. This is the side that was really dirty, and this side looks much cleaner. So a little bit of debris. I don't know how you do this. Maybe I could take the sides off? Huh. That's interesting. Take the top off. Anyhow, I use the check this side here. Yep, that one looks pretty clean. That wasn't that bad to begin with, and this one looks pretty clean. So don't know if it's going to improve the efficiency. So I sprayed the foam, let it sit for a little bit, tried to push on the inside out, but ended up just washing all the sides. So she's been in service for 3 years. Had her for 4. Big unit. It's only 3 tons. Looks like 5, but it's a high efficiency. Not the highest, but pretty high. Well, I just checked my phone and there's like 30 messages, so I better go read what the hell's going on at work. But these are all done, so their edges are rounded. The sides are all almost 3 3/4. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Roby oil on all the sides and figure out which one goes where. Obviously this one's a short one. When I say short one, I mean this way, the 5 feet or 60 inches. And those are gonna be the long ones. But this one of these is not longer than the other. Meaning obviously that one board's longer, but this one, which I've declared a side, might actually be a better choice. I'm not sure. Gonna have to take a closer look at it. So either way, I gotta finish it all. So I'll get the Roby oil, then carefully look at it. I figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lay the long ones across. Figure out, I gotta cut the edges and figure out where, which side's top, which one's left, which one's right. Mark it all and get that ready to be connected. But I don't want to connect it yet because I can't handle easily a 16-foot piece with dowels in the middle, or however I'm going to do it. Probably dowels. Then once I got that piece, I'm just going to lay it across here. Then I'm going to put the long ones, and then I'm going to cut them rough angle, 45. Then I'm going to just literally plop them on top of these two so that I can trace that angle. And then whatever that angle is what I'm cutting on the saw. Haven't figured out how I'm joining those. A $1,000 domino would be awesome, but I'm not spending $1,000 on a domino. So I just need the joint to hold the pieces parallel. I don't need them to be structural because there's screws on either end of each bracket on the corners. So there's 2 screws here, 2 screws here, and I can make another hole and make another screw area. That's going to be plenty strong enough for what this is. So we're at the APL today. I'm donating these. I got that out of the trash at work. This is a really nice one. It's a little faded, and then a little one. My dogs don't use them, so it's kind of amazing. They're like donations. Okay. Donations. There's signs everywhere. There's another sign over there. Donations. I think I go that way. Not sure. These BMWs got an odd look to her. Oh shit. So we're at the dealership to get this documented and into warranty claim because aluminum hood should not be So I got my under deck kit ready. Wearing crappiest shirt, shoes. We're yeah, we're ready to go. So getting at ground level here, I already see a jawbone, a cork. Jawbone's fun. You can see a big hole right there and another hole. That's where I think all this dirt came from. So I think I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna get underneath. Oh geez, how much height isn't there? I think I'm gonna make a path to the hole because I thought it was down that far. Huh, those stairs aren't as old as I thought they were. That's fairly new lumber there that built the form. Yeah, the jawbone's nice touch. What other mysteries we're gonna find? How's this? It's metal. This looks modernist. You can see the animals have had free access going underneath there. Plastic. But, but that looks hard pack. I can't crawl underneath there. I gotta lose like 80 pounds. Ah, fuck. So it turns out, so far the best tool is this one. So I'm just, a lot of this dirt is soft packed because it's been directly removed by hand. So I was able to clear out this path and just shoving it into that hole. The first hole wasn't that deep. The second hole is definitely deep. Hopefully it's, well, it's so loose that it should just fill the hole. So we're gonna clear this hole. Clusterfuck. But I can squeeze in there. Well, I can't really easily get it all the way back because that's 6 feet. My arm's killing me. So we're gonna crawl underneath there and hand push it. Got my flashlight on. Hope I got my flashlight on. Yep, we're fully enabled. Go from, oh, wait, what? Looks like we got some battery issues. This is gonna help, that's better. Yep, need new batteries. Okay, so I remember going this way was a lot more comfortable than going this way. So I assume they did the porch step when they did the wall, because if they did the wall after, they would have taken that piece out. This was rumble stone at some point, I would guess in the 60s or 50s, or I don't know when they replaced this, but that was one of the advantages of buying this house, is that wall was already done and we didn't have any field stone left. Definitely there's the form, the back, and I haven't got over there yet, but there's the hole. Let's see if we can, just gotta get this right back down. Obviously my wall has been a little colder than necessary over the years because of this hole. Huh, it's already done. This dirt pile here might be for when they redid the wall, because they'd have to dig that back out. I assume they did it from the inside, so I may be misinterpreting my dirt piles here, but we're gonna, not my funnest place. So I'm gonna push the dirt back up, probably to that line there. Looks like I need to grout seal those. It's a big freaking hole right there. I have to fill up, and then there's the old block. Now, originally, before the porch, there was a little stoop, kind of little tiny entryway right there. So I don't know what they were doing there. Looking at, looks like I'm gonna place a support there and there. That's the wall between the open and closed area. I have no idea what that, oh, that was a support that's flipped over. You can kind of see the support there. Definitely gonna try to put one, well, I'll put one in that corner. And I'll put that one right there. Right around there. Maybe in the middle. I don't know. I can put supports in here. looking at this, geez, I only need like 6 inches by the time I put the concrete block down. Just getting the concrete block down here should be fun. I may have to open up this next section over here. That gives me, but you can see how much lower it is down there. A lot more room to work with. So yeah, and then this is the other side of my attempt to keep out the rascals. That's a concrete block down there on the ground. So I lined that whole wall with concrete block and dug it down about 6 inches. So I'm fully down here now. And hey, there's the old bell wire. Great. That doesn't work. But yeah, I was attributing this whole, what I saw from the other side, from groundhogs. But I think it's actually when they put the block in. And you see there's 2 types of block. There's the clay vitrixy stuff, and then this whole section was done at a later date. And I think they put in new porch supports for some of these. So yeah, you can see there's quite a hole down there. So we're gonna push a lot more dirt down there. But unfortunately, I was trying to push with this big rake through a little hole. But oh God, you can see holes in there. I can't get back there. I don't want to get back there. I hate life. Maybe I'll use expanding foam, but I got to come through that side over there because that's really fun. Go around there. Oh yeah, that should be pleasant. But literally, big hole. Down there is where I patched a couple years ago, 2 years ago. Clearly that's a big opening right there. Great. Okay, well, yeah. As I fight my way out of here, I did get this a little more leveled out. You want the dirt piled against the foundation, sloping down a little bit, so in case there is any wet water. Also, dirt is a fairly decent insulator, so it'll be a little bit warmer down there. I'm gonna go get some spray foam and deal with that corner issue. Of course, I'm procrastinating climbing out, because climbing out's as fun as climbing in. Maybe a little better. So we're gonna go down again. I think this is mostly because the sweat's combining with the dirt, but I've got this can that I loaned my parents to work on their wall to do some sealing before we put the drywall up, and I'm gonna use this. I like to use my professional unit, but 2 problems with the professional unit is one is it's full of dried foam because I forgot to use it / clean it since February, and I don't really need the precision with that. So back to it. Well, looky here. So I was over there 2 years ago. I'm sure this wasn't here. So this is new. Is there anybody home? Looks like there's a leaf down there. So we'll fill that bad boy up. But we're over here in the clusterfuck department, and oh, let's just slide right in and take it back and push. It's really easy to get to. I'll just push this aside. Oh, there's a nice stone. Oh yeah, that looks, that's factory. Yeah, that's factory. Oh, Jesus Christ. Good times. Yeah, I pushed the dirt back there. I put my hand down and I got a cave in. Great. Oh, the fuck. Of course, my tools are way over there. Nice. So, I am going to get this stone out. It's kind of hard to see, but since I had to fill in that hole and the dirt was closest, so that's a bonus. Okay, so I've got that section up to that block. I've got this area pretty well filled in. I got the rack out. This needs to be pushed up a little more down there. I want it at that level where those blocks are at the bottom. This piece of wood right here, she's been pissing me off the last half hour. Nail that in. Meanwhile, it just scratches the shit out of me. Flies have found me. So I think what they did is they built this structure, because this goes down at least 3 or 4 feet, to take the load while they replace the wall here. So I think I can figure that block seems to have been more professionally done, and because it's a different type of citrix clay block versus concrete, it's definitely a different time. I do not like down here. Okay, some of the wood's recycled. Found the nails the hard way on that board right there. Yeah, those they could have bent those over, but they didn't. So we're gonna crawl our way out. We got about a baseball. Didn't look like it's in playable condition though. So I got the hump out. Most of the dirt I use is right on here, down at the ground level here today. Filled the hole in over here. Had to dig it back a little bit, kept caving in. So still like to, well, I got to come back and put these supports in. Then you can see right here, this is kind of like a beam, but would it be nice if that beam, I don't know, had some support at the end? Support's on the ground. Should be more like that, or that. No, it's on the ground. So I think I'm definitely going to put a post like right here. I got 4. I can buy more. They're only $10, and I got the wood. Oh, knows I got the wood. But definitely got to put that back into place. I'm going to do that when I take that section out, because it's in the middle here. So yeah, I think the next step actually is to take that wood out. I'm tired of working underneath here. Well, this is why I didn't work on the deck railing, because it's not supposed to get wet for another day or so, because I just coated with oil. But looks like, as usual, the weather is bad to the north of us. I don't know why, but weather seems to be going this way. It used to go this way, west to east. Now it goes southwest to northeast. It seems to always go right by Hiram. Like we squeeze by, there'll be like water, just like this. And Hiram will be in the middle. But yeah, that's it's not raining yet. So these are the items I found underneath the porch. Jawbone, old glass, old candle, somebody's hardball, piece of metal. These are actually 3 pieces here, and this is a jar from Detroit, or a bottle from Detroit. Wish I could find more of the writing. But, yeah, that's not any good anymore. Yeah. Oh, and then plus the big sandstone block that was probably part of the foundation originally. She's a beast. Washed her up a little bit. Didn't scrub her yet. So today was the beginning day of the Kiwanis Circle Rummage sale. It's a yearly event. It's been going on for like 50 years. So it's been about $60. First thing I bought was this really cool, very old clock. Now what's interesting is the guy promised me it'd work twice a day. It'd be completely on time. It's in really good shape, and you rotate on her, put up the back. She's got tunage. She'll play tunes. And what's interesting is I was walking back to the car and it was running. It literally went off and played a tune. I thought like there was a church around. So it's kind of cool. I got this because my old one rusted out, which I should have kept because there's another use for it. Basically, I put this up against the house and I burned the grass, so I don't catch the house on fire. Actually, it wasn't the house because that's cement. It was the screen on the window that kind of melted a little bit. Not completely my fault. CDs were $25. So Billy Holiday, some Led Zeppelin, a Gabriel album I didn't have, the Cure singles, yay, another Gabriel album I didn't have, and a bunch of Cellark CDs that I may or may not have, but for 50 cents, what the hell. Then I got a Frank and a Frank. So these are kind of cool, and you can kind of assume I paid $2 for that. Don't know why that was marked $3. I didn't pay $3. And this is kind of neat. It's a Blu-ray DVD set of Arrow, which I believe is based off the Green Arrow, which is a comic book series I used to read. Yeah, for $5 I got something completely useless, a bag of iPods. So this is original iPod, 20 gig. It's got a hard drive in there, weird cables. And then in here is an iPod mini, and I know this works. I already turned it on, and I didn't plug it in as far as using it, but yeah, she works. That one I charged for a while, but it only turned on once, but I didn't really charge it for a long time. This one actually has current code on there, so I think if I hold that button down, she'll go to sleep. Oh, what else? This is kind of funny. My neighbor last week borrowed one of these from me, and I bought an upgraded version. It's a Sun, which is very high quality. So this is going to tell me my degrees of dwell, which is how long the points are open or closed. It will check on my batteries, and it will do RPM. So yeah, you just hook this onto your sparkulators, and you can you know, do stuff. Vacuum. So it does PSIs of the fuel pump coming in or vacuum. Then Drill Doctor. I've looked at these for years. I think this has all the parts. I'm not quite sure. Drill bit goes in here. There's a carbide guy in there, and grinds her up. Then I believe you put it in here and it cleans it, or it sets the depth. I don't know. Hopefully all the parts are there. I didn't pay a lot. I paid $5. And this, of course, is highly amusing. She's a Craftsman Trigger Fast Performance. Not sure what the hell that means, but she's like a soldering iron, but she's got tippage. It is solder, but it came with this, which is for plastic, which, you know, what was I doing last weekend? Oh, melting plastic. So yeah, and she's got curves. She's just pretty. So I go high or low. So yeah, we bought that. Then a couple pairs of shorts because it's short season. Those are not part of that. So yeah, everything. I definitely needed that. Didn't need that. Like it. Didn't need this. Wanted that. That's really nice. And I can always use CDs. And yeah, this one I'll put right next to the other one I have. It is cool. So yeah, trash night. I gotta go demo some more of the porch. Oh, and I forgot to add, this came with some real docks that have the audio out. So just plop that in there, as well as one here. And then this is kind of cool. I hadn't seen this before. This plugs into there and gives you an auxiliary external clippable remote control size volume / headphone jack for that. This, I think it's for the Apple TV. The battery needs to be replaced because it's definitely dead, but I have an Apple TV. Not sure what this is. It goes with this. I assume it's a Bluetooth adapter because it's got audio in and everything else out. So yeah. Then these are always handy, the little adapter to plug in the Apple adapters in the wall. And then this. So I have a set of these, but I only have 2. 3 is optimal. 2's barely acceptable. 5 is ridiculous. So yeah. So these are for changing tires on a bicycle. Made in Holland. So I took my rain barrel out. I built this about 10 years ago. And I had siliconed basically a nipple here so that you could attach a hose. But I found some kits on Amazon a lot cheaper. And this was on sale for $8 on Prime Day. So it's got a nice ball joint on here. And this will go right there. It's got a thick washer that hopefully will conform to this. I'm going to have to clean this crap up. But the only issue is I got to make the hole bigger because that's not going to fit there. So basically I fish this bottom piece through. This fits in the outside. I tighten the nut. Then I attach this. Gonna have to put some threads in there. But this will allow us to be able to turn this on and off and use it a lot more. So the challenge is I got to make a hole like that in there. So one way to do this the normal way is, and I'm going to try it, is a piece of plywood. You drill the hole in that, and then you hold the plywood, and then you drill through the plywood and through the plastic. That way the bit doesn't shake around as much. So now, given this is curved, and I can't exactly easily clamp on this because it's not like a piece of wood. If it's just two pieces of wood, I just clamp the wood down, use that as a guide, and go right through. So it's going to be a little, I'm going to have to hold it, but yeah, it'll all work out. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the hole first and then clean off the silicone and attach this, but this will be better. So it turns out that's the same size. I did this a couple weeks ago on something. I don't remember. Maybe it's on that. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to do the old knee on the board and just take it slow until it starts and then go right through. This should cut pretty easily, even though this is pretty messed up. Yeah, it's not that bad. I've seen worse. I own worse. That was fairly non-eventful. You can see I made a nice hole there. This is just a little bit smaller, so it's going to thread through just a little bit, which is what I want. I want a tight fit. So now we can clean that up. Enhance. There it is. Dojo. Dojo. She likes to play with the flies. Not sure where we have flies at. Oh, that's a big one. That one looks mean. This is what it does. It's going to wait a minute, and it's going to open the... They're getting along barely. You can't vote Dojo. This isn't her fault. That tail is just, it's irresistible. He opens it. This is where I may have to what you gonna do, Kitten? Yep, that's what I thought. It ran back in when I came over to it. It knows it's not supposed to be out. It did that for the first 3 weeks of hanging around here. Well, I just recorded that at 30 seconds, and we'll start over again. So I made a cut here, and I made a cut there, and I'm pulling these off. This gives me 1 foot sections. I can easily toss into the trash. Then I'll just pull the nails out. What I did last week is I pulled the whole strip off, and I broke it up into pieces on said leg with hands. It was kind of a pain. So the reason I'm taking this off is because, A, I can. I wonder what that means. 12-1. Don't know. Weird. I got to run electricals. And I just, you know, just put an outlet there, an outlet there on the other side. Just get it all done, because I think I'm going to come out on that side underneath, come over to here, hit an outlet, come over here, hit an outlet, come over there, hit an outlet. Then I'm probably going to put a water spigot over there. I'm not sure. So I'll just rip it out. It's not like it's raining a lot lately because it's July, and we'll get her done. So yeah, now I hit record. That works a lot better. So today I got this out of the trash. It's a cap litter box. It's stylish, and hopefully, because the cat has to jump out and cross this area, more of the clay stuff will stay here instead of going with said cat. Because right now she walks out and makes a freaking mess. Obviously it was used, so I had to wash on it. Got this for $25. Maybe when Joe goes back to teaching, she'll entertain little kids with that. I haven't figured out where to put the batteries yet. And then this bad boy I got for $20. So she's an 18-inch, and she's a Husqvarna, which is a great brand. A little dusty. Hopefully when I pull that, things will happen. We're gonna go try that now. But yeah, for $20, I don't think I can go too bad. Guy said it ran when he didn't use it, and he hasn't used it in years. You can kind of tell because, again, she's a little dusty. Well, that was awfully easy. I had a little bit of that. Put it in there. Let it show. Pulled on it 6 times. It started right up. hand adjustment, but yeah, that's a pretty promising. Good to go. She's warm now. I wonder where the adjustments are. Choke, on, off, air filter, I assume. So I'm gonna go put some WD and clean her up, but yeah, 20 bucks. Much better than Craftsman. Okay, well, we popped the top cover off, and the air cleaner looks like it's brand new. Spark plugs, barely even dirty. Pop that right back on there. And yeah, I think it came from Lowe's. The other fun thing that came today finally got my replacement wheelbarrow handles. So there was a load full of dirt and water on the wheelbarrow over the winter, and I picked it up and the hand went crack. So hopefully I got the right size handle. The other handle's looking pretty ghetto. So I've replaced the plastic on this once because I had a little meltage issue. Apparently hot coals do melt plastic, but I wasn't expecting this. This was hard to do. I didn't want to spend $60. That was easy to do. Thought these were metal. But I think there's only like $35 in there from Amazon, of course. So I am trying this. This is alcohol free, so if you leave it in here, it's supposed to be good for 3 years. And it's pre-mixed, and it's supposed to be good. Rebuild new carburetor is $40 in an hour and a half of time. This was $12 for a gallon, so I've been using my little engines. If I do a whole bunch of cutting, I'll put in regular gas and then fill it up with this, or partially. But at least if this sits, you don't have to worry about the gas going bad and eating up everything with the stupid alcohol that they put in gas these days. Okay, this is done. I ended up having to drill new holes through here, and because these bolts are pulling through, I put some big washers on there, and so I did the one handle, got that in, and said, you know, had to do both. So I did both, and then I added these supports in. Didn't have these in there before. Supports in the front, so that looks a lot better. And I cut off the ones that are hanging on below, like that one. Enhance. So, yep, she's good to go. She's a little dirty. Like I said, I broke the handle right in half. Here's the good old handle, and this is the other one that became 2 pieces. So, zoom out. Yeah, that didn't work. So that's ash. We'll be put that in the fire burn pile. Couldn't get this to, I got idle fine, but I hit the gas and it would go oom. Then I'd adjust on it and go oom. So I'm gonna open up the book. They got limiters on here. This is the high, that's the low, and I don't know the throttle. But I'm also thinking maybe she's just coagulated. Maybe they left some gas in there the last time they used it. I don't know. So I was able, when I first started it, to just like coax it into, but yeah, I think it's a fuel delivery system. So we're gonna put some, you know, that stuff in there. For fuck's sake, probably just gonna spray out some clutter cleaner. But yes, some seafoam. And yeah, we'll put that in the gas. Lots of seafoam. That should make smoke, and that's good. Smoke is progress. So Georgia decided to go for another, you know, swim inside of the pond. So she got a nice bath. She's looking good. And Spike's listening because he's already, you know, wait, Spike. No, he's not waiting. So fortunately I can hear there's no traffic coming. So we're gonna go for a walk because that's what Spike's doing. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I put you down. Ooh, they're gonna be very excited. They got the good dog food. It's been almost 9 months since they got the good dog food. What we got here is a crime scene. It is definitely a trash bandit. Hi, trash bandit. They're so cute. This is the part where hopefully I don't die. Hi, trash bandit. What you doing? He's a fat little fucker. You can just finish. Okay, so for the bag sale today, I got this. We have a train set for my wife's great-grandfather, and I believe it has a similar transfer, but this piece is broken, so this knob. Got this for camping. This is just awesome. This is a Parker pen desk set. This is brass, and that's marble. And check this bad boy out. This is magnetic. So she's got magnets on her. Then the pen fits right in there. It's an old-fashioned fountain pen. It's number 61. It's fine. And it's got like some sort of retention. It's just not metal on plastic. So yeah, I do need this. And then it's got a pencil holder, a shot glass, but this is a big old shot glass for sipping whiskey. Didn't come with any whiskey, but big aluminum baking pan, which may be used as an oil tray. This is a telephoto adapter, so she'll do a 2x. I think this will fit our cameras. Then a bunch of CDs, Mingus, Romanoff, Peter Gabriel Up, The Cult, probably already have this. More Peter Gabriel, David Gilmour, Traffic from 1970, REM, Jackson Brown. This is a car CD. The Presidents of the United States, don't have that. Don Guani and Sheryl Crow. And then there's more. Diane Krall, awesome. Decade, car CD from Duran Duran. Some Bach. Then this is some Copeland and Ives. So these are old American tunes, I think. Not sure. Old American songs, see, right there. Then a hiking book, 57 hikes within northeastern Ohio. We live there. So, yeah. Nat King Cole. If anything, the book's quite interesting, and it is CD. It's got 4 CDs. I think this is a leash for dog. Where's dog? Spike? Oh, crap, I lost my dog. So, yeah, that's bought some clothes with those with the kids. They bought a garbage bag, and we're loading it out for $15. And, yeah, so didn't buy a lot, but I like what I bought. Got something back there on my top shelf. You ready to go, Kitten? Ready to go spend some money at the vet? Yeah? She's a little clingy right now, but maybe she sees the birds. That will make her happy. I don't know. She seems to be rather happy either to be home or on my neck. But it's definitely purring. Okay, Kitty, let's go inside. So Talia brought her car over. It's making a weird sound. I took it for a drive. I didn't hear anything. But in the meantime, that and that look more like that. So we got some Oral-B stages. It's a bubbly flavor. I like a berry. And then we got that. We got to clean her up. Jack. Jack still has a little bit of control. Not much. You liking the little kitty? You playing with the little kitty? So we broke down and bought one of these. They're on sale for $39. It's a low profile creeper. I have a creeper, but it's wood, it's uncomfortable. This one has little tool holders. It's got really good reviews. It's lightweight. It's got more coastages because it's got 6 wheels. It's got the little pad. And it's actually lower than the one I have because of the way it... The other tool I got is a tire bead breaker. This could be used for beating things as well, but Sophie's got a slow, not so slow leak. I put 40 pounds in there, ended up with 5 this morning, so I've never repaired a car tire, so we're gonna do that today, or try to. Then I got some other miscellaneous hose things, so yeah, it's gonna rain big time. There's like this mass coming across Ohio and Indiana, so better get going. Oh yes, that's going to fit in there much better. So we'll let this sit for a minute or two, and then we'll pop that bad boy in there. Well, it was even easier. I started and opened up the hole this way. And then I'm using the next size up. That really does nice spread. This end's on there. So while this kit said it was good for 1/2-inch hose and 5/8, really more 5/8, but that should stand there. This is a scrap piece of hose from one that tangled with the lawnmower and lost. So we're all done. Well, it's leaking just a tiny bit. I put a whole bunch of thread sealer on there. I think there's no gasket inside there. I didn't check. But you can see I threaded it right up there because those are the, see where the wrench attachment is, and it's right up there. So probably have to remove that and figure that out. But yeah, water's going down and the water's coming out into the pond. So I like to keep water coming out into the pond. Where are you? There you are. So, yep. We'll be back. Or you can use that hose when I retire that system. Okay, since it's raining today, I'm gonna put that on hold. I did check the length of the pieces I intend to put there, and they will fit, and I'll have some left over to cut. Part of my problem is I gotta join the two pieces together, then get it up there, measure, put it into place, get everything ready, do the cuts, then put it back up there, and I can't do that by myself, so I need a little bit of assistance. So anyhow, did the wiring last week, replaced that broken hitch piece. The wiring does work. I need to get a license plate, which obviously I can't do at home, but I'm gonna make a license plate bracket. I'm gonna pop the wheel bearings out, check those, clean those, spray a little rust stuff on there. Then I want to put a support across here and here, because the reality is the ATV, the front wheels I want up here to keep the load up front so it makes less noise when it bounces down the road. So wheel bearings, weld some pieces in. I found some pieces that are long enough. And oh, I got to take that prototype kayak holder off and make the license plate. So that's what we're gonna go do. So I checked on this wheel bearing, and it was beautiful. I just packed some more grease in there and put the tag back on. There's no point in tearing it all apart. This one too, there's no sign of rust. Bearing's working fine. The original grease is perfect, so I'm just gonna pack more in there and call it a day. Well, that didn't find long to locate. I don't recognize it. So this should be easy to fix. What we got here is a lowrider. The jack just fell right over. Well, that's not too hard to find. Now we gotta read the instructions on this Harbor Freight kit. She's got 9 pieces to her. Oh good, no instructions. It's better that way. I think I routed out with this one, then I cut a piece off with these red things, and I push it in with that, or pull it out, or push it in then pull it out, put some glue on it. I'm not sure what the feeler gauge is for.